Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we are diving into a company that just had a really bad day at the office. Think computers crashing, important files missing. We're checking out National Presto Industries and their latest filing, which reveals a serious cybersecurity incident. This report is dated March 6, 2025, but the actual cybersecurity event happened a few days earlier, on March 1. So things were already heating up at the beginning of the month. National Presto, by the way, isn't some new tech startup. They've been around for a while. They make a bunch of different stuff, from kitchen appliances that you might have in your own home to defense products used by the US military. They are based in Wisconsin and have been in business for many years. Okay, let's get into the meat of the issue, the cybersecurity incident. Basically, National Presto had a system outage because someone hacked into their computers. When they found out, they called in their incident response team. Think of these people as the company's digital firefighters. They include both people who work for National Presto and outside experts that are hired to deal with this kind of crisis. Right now, the company is doing what they call a forensic analysis. This is like a digital detective investigation to figure out exactly what happened, and how bad the damage is. As of this report, they don't have all the answers yet, but they're still digging. Because this is serious, National Presto has also called the cops, so to speak. They've told the police and other government agencies about the breach, as they are legally required to do. They are working with lawyers to comply with all rules and regulations. So what's been affected? Well, the hack has messed with a bunch of things like shipping, receiving, some manufacturing processes, and even basic office tasks. They are trying to get everything back to normal and have put in temporary fixes to keep critical operations running. Here's the really important part. National Presto says this incident could have the potential to have a material impact on their financial situation. That means it could seriously hurt their profits. They are still investigating to figure out just how bad it might be. This part of the filing is pretty standard stuff, listing the documents included, like the cover page with some data that computers can read. Let's see if we can find a more relevant financial highlight. It seems this filing is more about disclosing the cybersecurity incident and its potential impact, rather than providing detailed financial results for the last quarter. However, the company's warning that the incident could have a material impact is itself a financial concern. It suggests that lost productivity, recovery costs, potential lawsuits, or reputational damage could significantly affect their bottom line. Investors are going to be watching closely to see how this plays out in their next financial report. Since they make both consumer products and defense products, the impact could be felt differently in each division. For example, if the breach compromised sensitive military data, that could have long-term consequences for their defense business. On the other hand, disruptions to manufacturing and shipping could hit their consumer appliance sales in the short term. The filing also has a section called Forward-Looking Statements. This is basically a disclaimer where the company says, hey, we're making predictions about the future, but things might not go as planned. They list a bunch of things that could mess with their business, like government spending changes, problems with suppliers, competition, and rising costs. Okay, so what does this all mean for National Presto? Well, it's not great. They've had a major security breach that could cost them a lot of money and damage their reputation. On the positive side, they seem to be handling it as well as they can. They've brought in experts, notified the authorities, and are working to fix the problem. However, there are definitely risks. If the breach is worse than they think, it could have a big impact on their profits and stock price. It's also unclear how long it will take to get everything back to normal. Overall, National Presto is facing a tough challenge right now. They need to contain the damage from this cyber attack and reassure investors that they can protect their business. It's a situation to watch closely, especially if you own their stock. This filing, while light on specific numbers, raises big questions about the company's ability to manage risk and protect its assets. What do you think? Is National Presto a company that can bounce back quickly, or is this a sign of deeper problems? Let me know in the comments below. And as always, if you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more corporate deep dives. Thanks for watching.